they know I'm here. Usually if I just wait a little bit, they come right back down. Okay. Some more. So what I want to do is get to that frame at the end here. That's another plastic one, so I can swap it out with the... Move these over so I can actually get to it. Okay, this bee is this one here has pollen all over her head. She must have gone in the way she went into the plants or whatever. She's carrying pollen all in her head, all in her back. And the back of her body actually has yellow pollen all over it. Okay, we're almost to that frame. Just sometimes it's tough to get some space so I can actually get it in and out without crushing too many bees. Okay, another frame that's pretty empty, so that's good. There's a lot of space for her to work. The last time I checked, this whole bottom was filled, so a lot of bees have been hatching. So here's the other plastic frame, and as you can see, they haven't done anything to it. So I'm going to swap that one out with this one. And while I'm here, I'll just check this last frame. It looks pretty empty though. It's drawn out, but there's nothing going on with it. So what I think I'm going to do, there's no brood or anything on this, I'm going to move this frame inwards, the one that hasn't been drawn at all, to try to entice them to get working on it. I should probably spray it with sugar water, but you know what I'll do? No, I don't want to do that one. That one's medicated. So what I'm going to do actually is I am going to sort of do the best I can. This is a feeder with just sugar and water mixed in. I'm just going to sprinkle some on the frame just to kind of see if that'll draw the bees to it, to start working on it. I'll put this back in. Get everybody out of the way. And I'm going to push these forward. And can you bring the camera this way here? I don't know if we can get in here and get a shot of this, but some of the bees, it's called festooning, when they all hang on to each other and make like a bridge. I don't know if you can, there's a few down here doing it. Sometimes they make this really long bridge where they're all kind of hanging on to each other. So it's just, sometimes it's pretty cool. So that's just a small one there. They just kind of dangle. Get it all out of the way. There's a better shot of see how they're kind of hanging because it's further apart. So here's some more. Oh, I just let go. So All right, I want to put some syrup on this frame too. And I actually want to see is that if there's nothing on this frame, I might swap this one back too. Right, so I'm going to move this one in further again like I did the other side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to sprinkle some syrup on it. I'm just going to put the last frame back in. Center the frames again. Okay, now I'm going to put the top super back on. Hopefully not smushing too many. See if I can just get these all off. Just going to put this here. Slowly try to guide it on. Kind of pushing it on as opposed to placing it so that I can kind of just push any bees out of the way as opposed to crushing them. And the volume went up a little bit, you can hear. But that's okay. Honestly. Okay, so I'm going to put my inner cover back on. Just going to slide it again so I don't crush too many. And I'll put my outer cover on. And I'm just going to put it on just... I want to put it on flat so they can get easy access to that hole. And again, put my bricks back on. And then what I'll do is I have a bee brush, which is very just soft. And I'm just going to brush these bees and they'll all just find their way back. And then when I go in the house, I have a notebook that I actually take notes on, write everything that I saw down, because I would never remember each time coming in. And then it's good for next year. I can look at this time to see what was going on. So it's just a journal that I use. So there are most of those bees. I'll put this over here. Oh, I forgot to put the honey super back on. Okay, let me get these off. All right. That's most of them. Now I forgot to put the honey super back on, so I'm just going to take off my inner and outer cover and put that back on too. And then, I don't know if you can see in the video, you see some of the bees are just sort of like kind of hovering in front of the hive. That's called, they're doing their orientation flight. That's for new bees that have hatched. They'll come out of the hive for a little while, kind of practice flying around, go to the bathroom, do what they have to do, then go back into the hive. So when the bees, so you can see a lot of them are doing their orientation flights. Kind of interesting. So I'm just going to quickly put this, and I'm hoping that they start working on the honey super soon, so maybe I can get some honey this spring. We'll see. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that would be considered a complete hive inspection, just to see what's going on. So I'll check again next week, see if anything's different, and see if there's anything I need to do.